#1 News, ABC7 Eyewitness News at 7 starts streaming now.
This hour of Eyewitness News, an incredible survival story. UPS truck wedged between two bridges. The driver left dangling over the Calumet River.
Plus, surveillance video showing armed would-be carjackers forcing a woman out of her car on Chicago's north side.
Jerseys for Jackson, the effort to honor the youngest victim of the Waukesha parade tragedy as this parade returns this weekend.
And toys for Tommy, the way two parents turned their grief into a way of helping others.
Plus, later tonight, an Eyewitness News exclusive, we speak to Juice WRLD's mother about a new project she has honoring her son's legacy.
But we begin tonight on this Friday with a crash on the Indiana toll road.
Truck wedged between two overpasses. Look at that. Somehow the driver managed to escape. Liz Nagy reports from Indiana tonight.
Just a little while ago, crews finally finished cleaning up the last of those pieces of wreckage that were left here in the Calumet River. It took them the better part of 12 hours to clear out what was left from that crash. And when you see the video of it, you'll understand why. The cab of a semi-tractor trailer dangled in midair as a crane slowly tried to crank it out of the water. Just inches above the surface, the weight of the truck cab came crashing back into the Grand Calumet River, splintering the semi in the process. This was the cleanup from a wild overnight accident around 2 a.m. on the Indiana toll road just east of Calumet Avenue in Hammond.
He was traveling westbound lanes.
That's when rescuers say the truck driver lost control, erupting in flames. From the wreckage, it's difficult to tell that this was a UPS delivery truck that rescuers say was empty when it overturned on fire.
The UPS truck that has left the toll road, the cab is at approximately 5 feet of water. The trailer is hanging upside down between the east and the westbound lanes. The cab is still on fire, and the driver is unaccounted for.
Somehow the truck driver managed to maneuver his way out of the hanging cab.
He's located the driver. He is alive.
We searched the waterway and we were able to locate the driver on the concrete pillar. Safe, a little disoriented, but luckily he was okay. We did carry him in a soaks basket. We did transport to a local hospital, and he's getting treated, so we're hoping he's doing okay.
It took the rescue crews hours and several attempts to successfully lift the trailer and cab onto tow trucks. Beneath the overpass, hazmat crews cleared any floating wreckage. Even for the most experienced first responders, seeing a driver survive a crash of this magnitude.
It's a miracle, it really is. It's a miracle that he's okay, the driver's okay, and we're hoping he's doing fine right now. So
it's just tough to explain what even happened.
It really is. It's just, it's undescribable.
Investigators are still trying to figure out officially what caused this crash, but the fire chief says his best guess is some combination of speed, wind, and the fact that the trailer of that UPS truck was empty when the driver lost control. Reporting along the toll road in northwest Indiana, Liz Nagy, ABC7 Eyewitness News.
Unbelievable, Liz. Thank you for that. Now, one of the people stabbed multiple times inside a home in Crete has been released from the hospital. Police believe a 36-year-old man was angry at his mother-in-law and his father-in-law because he was in the middle of divorcing his wife and was set to report to jail the next day for battery against her. Deputies say that may be why he stabbed the 66-year-old woman and the 68-year-old man, who remains in critical condition. The suspect is also in critical condition.
Attempted carjacking caught on a neighbor's home security camera. Thieves force a woman from her vehicle at gunpoint, and tonight, new details about her frightening story. The suspects were not able to drive the car, ended up leaving without the vehicle. It happened on Tuesday in the 6400 block of North Hoyne in West Rogers Park. ABC7's Sarah Schulte now with the story.
Ring camera video shows a small dark gray car pulling up right next to a white BMW. The driver is a 34-year-old female who was parking her car. Too frightened to tell her story on camera, she tells ABC7 the offenders got out of the gray car. One pushed a gun into her stomach, the other pushed a gun into her chest, while both demanded her car key. The victim was on the phone with her mother during the incident.
I was on the phone with her, talking to her. All I hear, she's like, "Mom," then she's like, take it, and some kind of instant say something was wrong.
Her daughter got away safely. The offenders could not start the BMW and were only able to get away with the victim's purse.
The car was in the front, and one of them was by the car. So the car reversed for the guy, and he just had his hand in his pocket, walking and running to the car. That's when they drove off and went down the street.
According to police, by the time the offenders robbed the 34-year-old, they had already committed 2 other crimes within minutes of each other in the same area on Tuesday morning. In the 2500 block of West Granville, a 34-year-old female was robbed at gunpoint, and a few minutes later, a male delivering packages was carjacked in the 5700 block of North Campbell, areas that are considered safe.
Even if you happen to be some of the safest areas, no one wants to see any incidents of crime. So we want to make sure we're proactive, we're talking to neighbors.
40th Ward Alderman Andre Vasquez says police need more video to help solve these crimes.
What we tell our neighbors is to really take advantage of the city's program for reimbursing anybody who's purchasing cameras, because we want to make sure you've got cameras facing your front of house, plus your alley.
The female victim of the incident caught on the Ring camera tells me police have been in contact with her every day, and they're confident the offenders will be caught soon, but more evidence, like video, is needed. At the 24th Police District, Sarah Schulte, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
All right, Sarah, thank you for that story. Very scary moments there as we take a live look outside. Go Team USA. Tomorrow, of course, they play the Netherlands in the World Cup. Our city was,
yeah, over there in the Blue Cross Blue Shield building.
I know, it's nice. We made it through another work week together, everybody.
Are you going to get up?
Yeah, we like that closer. Yeah.
Are you getting up in the morning to watch the game?
At 9 o'clock. I am, because I have to go somewhere.
Oh, okay. Because I know for Saturdays we like to sleep.
Right.
Working the night schedule is hard.
Right, it is.
Because by the time we unwind and get home, you get
1 and 2 in the morning. But yeah, I'm getting up to cheer on. And I'm hearing that the Netherlands, they have the flu is spreading amongst the
that's
team,
what JR was saying earlier.
Right.
So you guys were calling me out on wearing my tie today.
I know, it looks really nice. You got a haircut, everything. See, look. Miss Adriana, your mom, I think she will approve. I think she likes it.
I'm getting more gray.
Oh, is that what? I didn't notice that, but I'll pay attention, I guess. But it's okay.
See it. Yeah.
Zooming in.
I know. Zooming in on my gray hair. And my
what is that product for men, just for men?
Stop. Right. It will happen one day, probably. But I'm all dialed up. What did you say? It was Formal Friday, Chris? Fancy Friday.
Our floor director, Chris, said it's Fancy Friday. Okay, well, you started today. You got to go ahead and do it every Friday.
One-time deal, because I pretty much forgot to take it off.
And Cheryl was doing play-by-play in the Weather Center.
Okay, as I zoom into my hair, you could be the analyst, Cheryl. You do a good job.
You have a good head of hair.
Thank you.
Yeah, I know, right? So it's okay.
It's thinning here, though. There's no doubt about it.
That's a process that happens.
It's called life.
Slow process.
Getting older, another trip around the sun.
This is true.
Yeah, let's not even.
Thank you, too, for making me feel better.
Also, Cheryl and I have worn the same color on air every day this week, I think.
It's like you're dialed in.
We really are.
Well, we've worn the same dress, too. So,
Yesterday, you both had purple on, right?
Yeah,
it
purple
looked
magenta.
Really nice. And today, you went with black for just any
I think because it's Friday. Okay. A lot of times people wear Friday, kind of feel good Friday. They wear black.
Black doesn't make you feel good.
It does. It makes you feel empowered and,
agree.
It's, see, doesn't she?
Strong women.
No doubt both of you were that. You both look fabulous, as always.
See, good answer.
All right, I'm wearing black next Friday.
Okay.
Thanks for the tip.
No, we need the pop of color there.
Okay.
Yeah.
50s right now. But that's not going to last, Cheryl, huh?
It is not. And it was windy out there today. So I know we're in the 50s, but it certainly didn't feel all that warm. I mean, warmer than the past couple of days and also warmer than what it's going to feel like this time tomorrow. Right now, upper 40s and low 50s. We have winds sustained at about 15 to 25 miles per hour, but gusts up to 25 to 35 miles per hour. It's going to be quite windy here through the remainder of the night into the early morning hours. That's why we do have a wind advisory in effect across our entire area until early tomorrow morning, which remains in effect until 9 a.m. And it's going to play a factor here on how cold it's going to feel because colder air mass with a front moving through is moving in from the north and west. So this time time tomorrow and even tomorrow morning. You're going to just walk outside, bone chilling cold here. Single digit territory near 10 degrees is what it's going to feel like tomorrow morning. And then we're stuck in the wind chill category of the teens tomorrow afternoon. And that's because we are monitoring this cold front just back to the north and west of us. This will continue to slide in tonight, and it's going to bring us, again, those high winds, also the threat of a few showers. So we'll time those out and take a look at the weekend forecast. Do we warm up on Sunday at all? All of those details in a bit. Rob, Cheryl.
Great. We'll see you in a few minutes. Thank you. 5 months after a mass shooting in Highland Park, Democrats have filed a bill to ban assault weapons here in Illinois. The proposal would also ban high-capacity magazines. As ABC 7 political reporter Craig Wall tells us, one victim hoping this will prevent future deadly shootings.
Liz Turnipseed took a bullet to the pelvis during the shooting rampage that killed 7 and wounded dozens others during the Highland Park parade on July 4th. She calls a ban on assault weapons like the one used in that shooting unbelievably important.
This legislation will help keep other communities and other individuals and families from having to go through this, from having to deal with these wounds.
Democratic lawmakers have now filed what's called the Protect Illinois Communities Act. It would ban the future sale of assault weapons. Those who currently own them would have to register them with the Illinois State Police. The law would also ban the sale of magazines with more than 10 bullets in them, and it would raise the age for FOID cards to 21 for all guns. North Shore State Representative Bob Morgan is sponsoring the legislation. He was marching in the Highland Park parade when the shooting happened.
Ultimately, we have to make a choice. We can choose the fear-mongering tactics of the State Rifle Association and the NRA, or we can prioritize the lives of our families and our kids and our neighborhoods. I'm choosing the latter.
This one fails on its face constitutionally. You just simply cannot do this.
Gun store owner Dan Eldridge argues the law has all kinds of problems, including the ban on magazines with 10 rounds or more. He notes that most sold today have at least 15 bullets. He contends the law will not do what supporters hope.
Highland Park was an absolute tragedy. It was abhorrent in every way. But remember, Highland Park already has an AR ban. Highland Park and Illinois already have red flag laws. They didn't work.
Gun rights groups are already planning legal challenges if the law is passed, which seems likely. Democrats hold supermajorities in the legislature, and the governor supports an assault weapons ban. Back to you.
All right, Craig, thank you for that. City employees training for an active shooter situation at Chicago City Hall today. Swarms of police and firefighters were in and around the buildings. Fire trucks, ambulances, and a mobile command center were also lined up along downtown streets. The training exercise was planned to prepare city workers for emergency situations.
To stop these events is nearly impossible, as we see them occur across the country every day. But practicing this will keep us in better shape, keep our preparedness up to par, and keep our communications with our fellow partners at the best we can do.
And today's drill mimicked an active shooter situation with emergency responders working to secure City Hall and determine the roles and responsibilities of each department.
One Chicago area native has made multiple trips to the front lines of Ukraine since the start of the war. Jeffrey Gettleman grew up in Evanston and is now the foreign correspondent for the New York Times. Although cell connections are very hard to come by, he was able to check in with our Judy Sue this afternoon from a city just outside Kherson.
This is the only place I could get a connection. I'm sitting outside at a small restaurant.
It was after dark in Ukraine when we spoke. Jeffrey Gettleman telling me this is now his 5th trip back to the front lines, covering the Russian invasion of Ukraine for the New York Times.
The city around me is pretty dark. A lot of places have lost power, and people are struggling with no heat, no power, no running water. I've been living through this for the last month, and some people here have been dealing with this since the beginning of the war.
Gettleman sharing these photos with us and why he is risking his own safety to tell these stories.
I feel like this is a really big, important moment in the world, and there are stories that really should be shared. And I want people to understand what the Ukrainians are going through and what they're thinking and what they're feeling, and how this war is not just like one battle after another or, you know, bodies lying in the snow. It's about so many people whose lives have been turned upside down, and that sense of shock.
And more than 9 months after that sense of shock began, this veteran journalist describing the Ukrainians' striking resolve.
It gives me chills just sharing that idea that so many people here, almost everybody you speak to, wants to fight till the end. And if they lose power, if they lose heat in the middle of winter, if their kids aren't going to school, if the buildings around them are being blown up, if people around them are being blown up, they are still saying, I do not want to give up.
In the midst of devastation, with so little to spare, what wasn't lost? Hospitality. Like these moments, locals offering Gettleman and his crew a toast to say goodbye.
It's in the course of being a journalist, but it's also just trying to connect and trying to share a moment with people who've been through so much, and it helps me understand even more deeply like what it's like to live here and this culture and to have experienced this war.
That was Judy Sue reporting. She asked him today if he felt safe there, and he said no. He does feel a sense of responsibility to tell the stories at the front lines of this war, and he's hoping to be home to London next week to see his wife and their 2 young kids.
We are wishing him travel mercies, and what incredible insight for Judy to have a conversation. And he took us actually right in the middle of the combat, the war zone.
The bonds he's probably making with lifelong friends, right?
Yeah.
If this is resolved at some point, it's pretty incredible.
The people that you meet over there.
I can't even imagine what they're going through.
Incredible.
Yeah, right.
All right. Thanks so much for that, Judy. Well, now to a strike averted. President Biden signing a bill this morning to head off a nationwide rail strike. That strike, set for next week, could have had a catastrophic impact on the U.S. economy. The bill requires rail workers to accept a tentative agreement reached earlier this year with rail companies.
I know this bill doesn't have paid sick leave that these rail workers and frankly every worker in America deserves. But that fight isn't over. I didn't commit we were going to stop just because we couldn't get it in this bill that we were going to stop fighting for it. I've supported paid sick leave for a long time. I'm going to continue that fight till we succeed.
Members in 4 of the 12 unions involved earlier rejected the deal, leading to the strike threat. And the newest jobs report is out, and the news is better than economists expected. 263,000 positions were added by U.S. employers in November. Still, the number added is the smallest monthly growth since January of last year. Now, the Bureau of Labor Stats says that unemployment is unchanged at 3.7%. Jobs added were in leisure and hospitality, healthcare, and government. Wages were up 0.6%, but rising wages could contribute to higher inflation.
The Christmas parade returns to Waukesha, Wisconsin this year.
Well, there will be extra security in place. As you'll recall, last year, 6 people died when Darrell Brooks drove his vehicle onto the parade route. And as John Garcia tells us tonight, people around the country are honoring the youngest victim of this weekend by wearing jerseys for Jackson Sparks.
The jerseys they wear are from a variety of different teams, but the team is not the point. Just wearing a jersey is what's important to remember 8-year-old Jackson Sparks, the youngest of 6 victims of last year's Waukesha Christmas parade tragedy. Jackson was a 3rd grader at Clarendon Avenue Elementary School. He loved sports. His death hit the school community very hard.
Jackson was important in my heart. He was one of my friends, and since now he's gone,
we want him and we want his family to know that he will forever be on our hearts.
Jackson's parents were devastated. His older brother Tucker also seriously injured in the parade. His family wanted to turn their grief into something positive, so they started the Jackson Sparks Foundation, helping grant baseball-related wishes for deserving kids and starting jerseys for Jackson.
It's such a wonderful way for people to take part, and they don't have to do much.
We were blown away by photo after photo that we saw from all over the country. It was crazy.
Jackson's parents say they were surprised to see the movement go viral on the internet, with thousands of people around the world posting pictures of themselves in jerseys in support of not only Jackson but the entire Waukesha area community. Milwaukee area native Todd Ahrens helped spread the word.
It just exploded, and I tagged coined the phrase hashtag jerseys for Jackson.
The school has plans to honor Jackson's memory in a more permanent way. Because he loved baseball so much, they plan to name the ballpark here Jackson Sparks Memorial Field. In Mukwonago, Wisconsin, John Garcia, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
Wow. Hearing from his classmates, the first young man, Sullivan, talking about how he missed him. I mean, it's just so hard.
Does this help? Having the parade will help I think, right? I mean,
going back to the natural traditions.
Yes,
and going
yes.
forward and saying, you cannot beat us. You know,
Waukesha
we are
strong.
resilient.
Always said that.
Yeah.
I hope so.
We'll be there too, of course,
Definitely.
to celebrate and honor the victims as well.
This is making Chicago proud. Parents turning their tragedy into a way to help others. Tom and Jen Stopka donated hundreds of toys to the Salvation Army in St. Charles today. Hundreds. It's in honor of their son, Tommy. Tommy would have been celebrating his 4th birthday. He drowned in 2020. The family still likes to get him toys, and that sparked the Toys for Tommy toy drive.
It helps us feel like we have a connection for Tommy in our community, even though he's not able to be here.
The couple says they're really excited about the many bicycles people donated as part of that drive. It's going to help a lot of kids.
Yeah, and I know it feels good for them, and it's always real important when you turn your pain into purpose.
It helps.
You know, and it makes you feel good about helping somebody.
Everybody handles their grief a certain way, and if that helps, it's great, and it helps out so many other people too.
Yeah, so we're glad that they shared, you know, their passion and purpose with us. Well, here is a sign of the season.
Yeah.
Look at that. Oh, we got music. Yeah, the trees across the area, they are lighting up because we are in December, my favorite month of the year.
Countdown is on to Christmas and someone's birthday. Plus trees sail into Navy Pier, another tradition too.
Yeah, and then look at this. Letters, they are now on their way to Santa. Did you write one? Have you been good all year, naughty or nice?
I hope I've been nice.
Okay.
But I have not written my letter yet.
Santa's been paying attention,
I'll do it
so
this
he will
weekend.
know.
Okay.
We'll see. All right.
Some time, but not much.
We'll be right back to see what maybe is on the list. Checking it. All right. Do you recognize that area? That is Gallagher Way, kicking off the holiday season with a tree lighting ceremony. There was a very special performance by the Chicago Praise Choir. Visitors can shop at the Christkindl Market in Wrigleyville and enjoy other family-friendly activities within the newly expanded Winter Wonderland. We're going to experience Christkindl in person. Just stay tuned for the month of December. We've got something planned.
Oh, we do?
Yeah.
Hey, speaking of family fun, there are people out on State Street.
Hi, you guys. Hey, you're on TV.
Aw,
Oh, they're so sweet. They're like, oh my goodness, is this really happening? Yeah, it's happening.
Some people checking out a show tonight, doing some shopping.
Yes.
It's really nice. It is not too cold.
No. And it's Friday.
It is Friday. So hello to everybody.
Hey, everybody. You know what? They might be going to Macy's to see Santa, too, and to drop off letters.
Did you all write your list, Cheryl? Have you written yours?
Cheryl, you've been naughty and nice all year.
Of course, I've been so nice.
Is this weather naughty or nice for the weekend? We made it through another work week together, Cheryl.
It's a little bit of both. It's a little bit of both.
Spicy, sweet and spicy, naughty, nice. Sometimes you got to do a little both.
I am writing my letter to Santa
Yes.
this weekend.
Okay.
And I'm looking forward
Are you going to ask for really good weather? What are you going to tell us a little bit what's
I
going
don't
to be
really
on
want
it?
anything. I don't know. I could use some new ties.
Some new ties?
You know what I
Okay.
could always use, you want to be honest? Socks and underwear. I mean.
Okay.
right?
Well, you know that's probably what Jack and Wendy will get you. Yeah, your son and wife. They'll
John.
probably get you. I mean, wait, why did I call him Jack? Why?
He's got a
John.
friend. He's got a friend named Jack.
Okay, I meant John.
So I'm going to get some new socks.
Okay.
I'm looking forward to it, Cheryl.
Okay. All right. We got you socks. He doesn't even have on socks.
I have little tiny
No, he
socks.
doesn't
This
have
is
on
why. I have, yeah.
All right.
Anyway.
All right, John. You know what Dad wants. Okay.
I'm wearing the shoes I got him that he didn't want. I'm like, I'll take them. These
Oh,
are my,
really?
These are my Jordans.
Oh, they're really sharp.
They are.
They're really sharp. Good job, John.
All right, Cheryl. Save us.
Yes.
Yeah, let me take this away. More importantly, we have a big game tomorrow and our city skyline supporting men's USA soccer game tomorrow morning. So we are rooting for them, and the skyline looking so pretty lit up tonight. But seriously, go Team USA. Super excited there. We're quiet, but it's windy out there. Temperatures still holding on to near 50 degrees. Winds out of the south and west at about 15 miles per hour is sustained. We're going to have gusts upwards of 30 to 40 miles per hour for the next couple of hours. But today's high, 53, the average 41. Feeling a little bit better out there today, but because of the wind adding to the chill in the air, certainly still not warm, but we'll take the 50s here. Tomorrow we'll feel considerably colder as we're back down. We're going to have wind chills in the single digits and teens. So winds right now sustained at about 15 to 25 miles per hour in many locations. And notice our wind gusts up to about 30, 35 miles per hour. Aurora up to 36 miles per hour right now. A cold front's going to come charging through, and with it, high winds expected tonight into early tomorrow morning. So a wind advisory in effect for our entire area until 9 a.m. tomorrow. Think about those Christmas decorations, anything you need to secure holiday decor into the day tomorrow. It's still going to be quite windy, so you may want to hold off until putting stuff out if you haven't yet until Sunday. You notice these wind speeds here early tomorrow morning, 30 to 40 miles per hour. And then finally tomorrow afternoon, they'll start to back off a little bit, but it's still going to be a breezy to windy day. And that's going to add to the bite in the air and bone-chilling cold moving back in for the start of our weekend. Take a look at our wind chills here as we go into the next 24 hours. As we start tomorrow morning, it's going to feel like it's in this single digit. So basically 40 degrees colder than where we are right now. As we head into the afternoon, little improvement. We're not rebounding much with our high temperatures, so it's going to feel like it's in the teens and 20s. It's going to be a cold day. With that said, this cold front is just back to the north and west of us. So you can see some snow falling across the upper Midwest and some rain showers trying to develop close to the Iowa area. And as this continues to move in our direction, we could potentially find a few scattered showers in our region tonight. So as we look at futurecast closer to about 10, 11 o'clock, some isolated scattered showers here starting up still near 50 degrees. And then by about midnight, 1 a.m., this moisture moves out of here. Wind shift in from the north and west overnight into the day tomorrow. It's still going to be quite windy, and highs tomorrow and temperatures during the day only in the 20s. We'll be lucky if we get to 30 degrees, so basically below freezing for the day on Saturday. By Sunday, we still have mostly sunny skies, so no big weather disturbances rolling through. And we'll get our temperatures back up into the upper 30s, low 40s. That's closer to near average. So for tonight, mostly cloudy skies, windy conditions, some drizzle and light passing showers in the forecast for later this evening. Tomorrow, high temperatures below freezing, and it's going to feel like it's in the single digits and teens throughout the day when we factor in those gusty winds. By Sunday, we get up to 40 degrees, so a better day to be out and about, not as windy. Good day for some Bears football. It's going to be great football weather. Next week, temps and highs near 40 degrees, near average, mostly cloudy skies and some active weather moving in, but in the form of light shower activity. Back to you guys.
Yeah, not too bad.
The weather looks great for a Sunday win against the Packers,
Oh, I hope
Cheryl.
you're right.
Yes.
Okay, yeah,
Rodgers.
we're going to win this one.
No, you were right last time you said that.
Yeah.
You don't make predictions often.
I know, but I feel good. Justin Fields was practicing. He's not on the injured reserve list, which says that he's likely to be playing starting on Sunday.
Right.
And Cheryl provided 40-degree temperatures with sun. You know.
An extra protection for him, please.
Yeah.
Like three. Can you bring 3 other linemen?
Okay.
onto the field for him.
Did you put that on your list to Santa?
That's right.
I bet that is on Justin Fields' list to Santa, right?
Yeah, thanks, Cheryl.
All right, Cheryl. Talking about that, an annual letter writing event to Santa is helping sick children and making Chicago proud on this Feel Good Friday. From now until December 24th, that's Christmas Eve, Macy's will host letter drops at select locations in partnership with the Make-A-Wish Foundation. Chicago firefighters collecting letters from local children and then delivering them earlier today. It is the final year, though, for this effort. Hey, Santa, he's so busy.
That's a lot of letters.
Like, I know.
I feel like they're all ahead of me. They got them out there.
Well, you just asked for something you want for the Bears. See, it's nice to ask for things for other people, too, to put on your list.
Oh, thank you.
You know, that's a good thing. Like peace.
Peace.
Yeah, peace all over the world. That's a good one.
Candy canes.
You know, socks. Socks
T-shirts.
that John's going to get you.
Yeah, I need T-shirts too.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
get
that's,
some T-shirts.
yeah. All right.
So
do you
here's-
like any color in your socks or just plain knee highs or ankle? What?
I'm not picky.
Like, okay.
Any sock that covers my feet.
Okay. All right. Dressy socks?
Well, not with the sneaks I wear.
Okay.
So just comfortable socks.
Okay.
Now you know my
See, that's really good to know.
Here's an annual sign of the holidays. It sailed into Chicago today. The Christmas ship is back at Navy Pier. The Coast Guard cutter Mackinac carried more than 1,200 trees. You see them from northern Michigan. And tomorrow the trees will be distributed to families across Chicago. This is another tradition. That's a good one.
I know, and tomorrow it is going to be really windy and cold when they distribute all those trees, but it'll feel like the season.
It's getting there.
You know, and
Yeah,
then
we're
you
here.
decorate some hot chocolate, marshmallows, some s'mores. Ooh.
We got some other things to talk about tonight. Well, we're halfway through the show.
I know,
On this
okay.
Friday. 29 minutes to go.
Yes,
Stay
it's
with
Feel
us.
Good Friday.
Be right back.
Yeah, look at the poinsettias.
Come on, Chris, come out. Don't go hiding.
They're nice.
Here he comes.
We're all decorated in studio.
We got our poinsettia.
Got a lot of people
Poinsettia
outside.
or poinsettia?
Right. Well, you do the research on the show always.
right. We'll
Like
look
you got the content of broccoli or kale
Oh,
or
please
Brussels sprouts.
don't bring that up. We're not having that debate. We'll be right back.
Well, let us know how to pronounce poinsettias or poinsettias. We'll talk about it later on if you want to. We're going to take a short break for now. Hey, Chris, y'all see our floor director? Yeah, hey, Chris. Yeah. If you are looking to sell your home or refinance, the racial demographics in your neighborhood could impact your appraisal.
Analysis by the ABC7 data team shows that Cook County homes in Black and Latino neighborhoods are more likely to be underappraised than in white areas.
Race and culture reporter Will Jones taking a closer look at what is being done to protect Black and brown homeowners from being lowballed.
The ABC7 data team examined millions of federal mortgage loan records from 2018 to 2020. The records show that appraisers more often make lower home value estimates in neighborhoods where a majority of residents are people of color. Nationwide, homes sold in neighborhoods with 50% or more Black residents are 2.5 times more likely to be underappraised by at least 2% than those in mostly white neighborhoods. When a tract is 80% Black, underappraisals are 2.75 times more likely than in mostly white areas. In Cook County, about 120 out of every 1,000 homes sold in mostly black neighborhoods were underappraised compared to approximately 102 in mostly Latino or Hispanic neighborhoods, and about 70 per 1,000 sales in mostly white neighborhoods. For Chatham homeowner Christopher Hicks, the data isn't surprising based on his own experiences with home appraisals.
It's just unfortunate, and I think that, something needs to be done.
Illinois Realtors developed a task force last year to study racial bias in home appraisals and to develop policy solutions.
It's important to understand the scope of the problem in the sense of the impact it can have on homeowners. It robs so much wealth from our neighborhoods.
Jody Bishop heads the nation's largest professional association of real estate appraisers.
We learn all about the homeowner's property, and then we use comparable sales, and those are recent sales that are similar to that to come up with a conclusion of market value today. So what we do is we use the facts.
But Bishop admits the lack of diversity among appraisers could color how homes in certain neighborhoods are valued. In Illinois, 92% of appraisers are white, 4% are black, 3% are Hispanic or Latino, and 1% are Asian, according to data obtained by the ABC7 data team.
So we need to educate our appraisers on the fact that there could be things they see in a neighborhood that make them feel like it's not real good.
Marcus Knight is an appraiser trainee.
I don't think people are going in saying, hey, look, I want to screw this person over. Their licenses are on the line, their livelihoods are on the line. I think what's probably happening is people are going into these areas, they don't have market competence.
And that could be costing black and brown homeowners a return on their investment.
A series of appraisers working in that one community, not understanding the community can impact a community over time, for sure.
There are programs to bring more people of color into the industry, but Knight believes the best line of defense for homeowners is information.
You can always ask for a revision of the value that was given on your home, and that would actually call for them to do more research.
Will Jones, ABC7 Eyewitness News.
If you believe you were a victim of home valuation discrimination, you can file a complaint with the Illinois Department of Human Rights. You can find more information on our website. Maybe you're on it right now. It's abc7chicago.com. This report is part of a special broadcast called Our America Lowballed. It looks at this issue from a national perspective, and you can watch it here on ABC7 Sunday night at 11. That's right after Eyewitness News at 10. It's also available now on Hulu, our connected TV apps, and wherever you stream.
Well, the Royals have some high-profile meetings.
We get to keep talking about them for a few more days.
Okay.
The busy travel schedule today before their big event tonight. That was the purpose for their whole trip here.
Plus, this is Rob's favorite story today.
It's good, yeah.
Yeah, a cafe for canines, the business making custom meals, especially for your dog. Look at that loving moment.
This is a good dog right here.
Hi, baby.
No, wait till Mom says it's okay.
That's a black lab, right?
Oh, yeah.
That's what you got. Yeah. Bred well. I like that. Oh, that's so cool. All right, we've got this story for you, so don't go anywhere. We'll be right back on this Feel Good Friday, everybody. Tonight, the Prince and Princess of Wales, they are handing out the Earthshot Awards, which funds projects to improve the environment. You can see them right there. They look amazing.
This is new video just in.
They are
Michelle
gorgeous.
turned this quick, yeah.
Oh, on the red carpet there in that green.
Carpet, the green carpet.
Oh, that's right. The green carpet, and her dress is gorgeous. She looks beautiful too. Hey, you guys. Earlier today, Prince William meeting with President Biden, though. The Prince and the President meeting outside the John F. Kennedy Memorial Library and Museum. The royals' 3-day visit marking their first trip here to the U.S. since 2014. And I remember when they were here in 2014, they sat courtside with Jay-Z and Beyonce.
They did. Watched
at the
game.
Celtics game. They went to another Celtics game this time too.
Before this meeting with President Biden, Prince William was greeted by Ambassador Caroline Kennedy. JFK's moonshot, challenging the U.S. to put a man on the moon, was the key inspiration behind the Prince's Earthshot Prize.
Can you imagine they get to meet each other there? Well, earlier, though, in the day, the Princess of Wales ventured out on her own, visiting the Center on the Developing Child Harvard University. That's the Developing Child at Harvard University. It was part of her effort to highlight the importance of a child's early years on the rest of their life. Early childhood development, very important there.
So they go back this weekend? I know.
Wow.
They've been busy.
They packed a lot in.
President
just 3
Biden, he's
days.
been everywhere.
Right. He hosted a dinner last night at the White House.
With
the French president.
Macron.
Very good.
President
Macron.
Yeah.
See, it was good.
Well, Governor
Excellent.
Pritzker was
You're
there
doing
too.
great. Yeah.
Thank you.
Chrissy Teigen. And
love folks
I mean,
there.
it was really nice. Robin Roberts was there as well.
Right.
Yeah,
I
she
read
looked
that
great
too.
with Amber. I mean, they looked amazing.
I hope the food was good. As we talked about yesterday.
You talked about it. We talked about the china could not be taken outside of the, the White House proper, but
This food actually looks good for humans.
Right.
But it's not.
I know.
Feeding your dogs customized meals from a restaurant just for them.
Breadwell, it is in suburban Barrington, and it makes meals based on dogs' nutritional requirements. Online orders are created in a case filled with a 2-week supply.
Look at that.
See, Breadwell has been open since mid-November, and tomorrow they will be celebrating their grand opening at 140 South Cook Street. That's taking place in Barrington. I love that right there. Just so much love. She's like, you ready? You hungry?
You go up there and order, hang out with other, make a lot of friends.
I mean,
I'm gonna have to road trip up there.
Humans have their own kind of, smorgasbord like that, buffet style.
It looks like a Chipotle or something, right? Where you go and you pick your fixins.
Right, I want that. That
looks good.
I think you guys should go.
I'd like to go up there, yeah.
Yeah, let us know how it goes. It's going to be crowded tomorrow for sure.
Oh, I bet it'll be packed for a while.
People love their
dogs everywhere.
Their human fur babies,
Yeah.
we call them. All right, well, we have a really important story to tell you about. The mother of Chicago rapper Juice WRLD is giving back to one suburb in her son's memory 3 years after his death. You have to see this story. We'll be right back after a break.
It's been nearly 3 years since Chicago rapper and artist Juice WRLD passed away from a drug overdose.
Now his mother is honoring her late son with a new investment in the south suburbs where he went to high school. Carmela Wallace is now working to create a community around mental health resources.
She sat down with Mark Rivera to talk about her work and her son, and it's an interview you'll only see here on ABC 7.
I can't think of a better way to pay honor to him. You know, seeing that we're building it in his honor. Everyone involved in the project, like I said, it's a work of love.
He's still wildly popular in Chicago and beyond, 3 years after his passing. Today would have been Chicago rapper Juice WRLD's 24th birthday.
His birthday, and what a better way to start a new venture by breaking ground on a special day. So I think he would love it.
Now Jared Higgins' mother, Carmela Wallace, is posthumously honoring her son by giving back to the south suburban village of Homewood, where he grew up and went to high school.
That warm sense of community that you get here, and the fact that Jared loved Homewood. And well after he became famous, he came back to Homewood until it just got to the point where too many people were coming to my house. But he always came back home, so it's special.
She's breaking ground on a new brewery and restaurant called Homewood Brewing Company. But the venture is about so much more than dinner and drinks.
I do it for him, so it's passion behind it.
Wallace says she wants this to be a place to gather, to remember, to celebrate life, and her son, who years later, she says, still connects with people in times of crisis through his music, which is why she started her foundation, Live Free 999, in his honor.
How do you think he would feel about this?
Well, actually, it started from him. I'm carrying on his message because he always had a message for his fans. Something about his music, it touched them. It made people feel they weren't alone.
She says in the past year, the foundation has started a crisis text line and is working to connect people to share their stories.
Oftentimes you think I'm the only one going through this, so people are just being open and honest, and they're sharing and they're reading just to build a community of people to know you're not alone.
And that was Mark Rivera reporting.
Yeah, incredible story. And of course, the brewery she's talking about is set to open in 2024. But the next week is the second annual Juice WRLD Day concert at the United Center.
Thousands set to gather to honor Higgins' life. And Carmela says she's looking to expand boots on the ground mental health services with her foundation, Live Free 999.
Such an important project. Another mom turning her pain into purpose. And she has a master's degree in business, an MBA, so she has a business acumen to create businesses that will create jobs. Also a place, she said, so people can be creative. And, you know, the next generation of entertainers or artists will have a safe space to come and learn crafts. And
we've addressed mental health on this show more than any of our other broadcasts because we have a little more time to dive into them. But it's important, my goodness, what's happening right now.
And the fact that that's going to be a place where people can come and get help and be in a place where people understand each other. So well done, great job. She's going to bless a lot of people. And thank you so much for that story, Mark Rivera, on this Feel Good Friday. We're going to take a short break, but first, Hit Me Baby One More Time. I was going to sing that. Britney's music. Ooh, it's headed to Broadway.
You still have time to sing.
All right.
We got 12 minutes left on the show. The new details of her show that's been delayed for years.
Plus, Elton John is adding one more stop. He keeps calling it the farewell tour, but he keeps adding stops. We'll tell you about it on the other side of a break. Hey, everybody.
What's up, everybody? Great time to be downtown, Chicago, State Street.
Feeling good Friday. Everybody, the smiles tell the story. Hey. Ooh, baby, baby. Oop, she did it again.
Whoa! Wow!
That's my best Britney Spears.
Yes. You're better at other songs, but that was good. Oh no! I love your singing. I love. It's a tough crowd. It's a tough. You are braver than me. Where's Phil when I need him?
Okay, naughty right, Santa.
That's right. I'm not getting anything.
Yep, naughty.
You're not getting me any socks for Christmas, are you? The musical using the songs of Britney Spears will land on Broadway next spring. You may remember Once Upon a One More Time. I can't even do it. Was supposed to hit the stage here in Chicago, but the show got delayed and then canceled during COVID. And now the musical is set to land on Broadway's Marquee Theater in May. The show features Britney's music and classic fairy tale princesses like Cinderella, Snow White, Little Mermaid. Princesses are transformed after reading The Feminine Mystique. That should be good, right?
I don't know.
Different.
I don't know. I'm not going to sing. I'm not going to comment or anything because, you know.
No, that's right. I was singing Elton John when you were gone.
See, but I didn't say bad things about.
You weren't here.
Like,
okay. I didn't say bad
Well, we're doing
things.
Elton John now. You can.
Yeah,
you can
it's
sing.
a little bit funny. This feeling.
Oh, but you're talking about me. Ooh.
Easily hide. I don't know much.
At least I'm on key.
But if this is why we're journalists. Barely,
all right.
Barely.
Elton John is adding a big. Me and Santa are going to have a conversation about you. Adding a big performance as he wraps up his final farewell tour. Today,
is it his final?
The Glastonbury Festival announced that Elton John will be the headliner next summer. Okay, it will be his last show in the UK as part of his tour that started back in 2018. Now, it was supposed to end in 2021, but got delayed because of the pandemic. Elton John has never, ever appeared at Glastonbury. He's set to take the stage at the festival on the final night, June 25th. Let's get our plane tickets.
I think it's going to be a long, long time. Touchdown
I think it's
gets
gonna
me
be a long.
I love Rocket Man, and I still don't know the lyrics. And I've heard it 10,000 times.
Oh, gosh.
I did that for you. I only did that for you, and I shall never do it again.
Ooh,
and I apologize
Rocket
in
Man,
advance.
you've done blowed up something.
This is a Disney story now. We're surviving barely. We're learning more about the changes being made to Splash Mountain at both Disney World and Disneyland. Now, previously, our parent company, Disney, had announced a new theme, Tiana's Bayou Adventure, featuring the main character from The Princess and the Frog. Well, today, Disney released a new image from the ride. And you can see the princess and the jazz-loving alligator during Mardi Gras with some other friends. In Florida, Splash Mountain closes January 23rd. No date set for California yet, but both new versions of the ride should debut in late 2024.
All right, you got all that information?
Yeah, I got it all.
Yeah, I think we've had that ride before. We've been on that ride before.
A long time ago.
Yeah.
Wow. I think the last time I was there, they were building Epcot.
It's always fun. You go down, hands up.
It's a long time ago.
All right, we're going outside.
Yes. So maybe even Splash Mountain wasn't even around this. So we've sung. There's only one person on this little broadcast who has not. And there she is.
Hi, guys.
Yeah.
It's Friday night, and I just got paid. We could sing that one.
Friday night,
just got paid. Thank you, Cheryl.
Feeling
good. See?
Oh, I shouldn't say that.
See, you're much better at all this.
All around.
Yes.
Okay.
Me.
See, thank you, Cheryl, because this person over here, yeah.
Rob, I thought you sounded good.
Thank you.
Yep.
I'm getting a lot of heat over here. Oh, this is good too.
I know. Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell rock.
Jingle, is that what song this is?
It's ish.
It is. Oh, it's just normal Jingle Bells.
We went from Elton John
to that.
Britney Spears
to
started
NSYNC,
off. We should have
to
said
Britney
they made a
Spears to
song
Christmas
together.
music.
Remember? Do you think Britney would show up in the UK to sing with him? They have a new song together that
cool.
went viral.
That would be good.
Is she not allowed to leave where she is right now?
Yes, yes, she can go anywhere.
Free, yeah.
Yeah, she can have fun.
She just chooses not.
Baby.
We're almost there. 4 minutes.
All right, Cheryl, give us some feel-good Friday weekend weather.
Weekend weather. We're going to start off with an amazing game tomorrow morning. Go Team USA. Love the city skyline. Sport in the spirit. As we head into the day tomorrow, though, it's going to feel so much different. Right now, we sit at 52 degrees. Another cold blast of air is on the way. It's going to arrive shortly. Today's high 53. Temperatures go crashing back down below average into the day tomorrow. Let's not forget our average high 41. Temps outside holding in the 40s and 50s. Sustained winds out of the south and west still at about 20 miles per hour with gusts even higher. Midway O'Hare in the mid to upper 30s in terms of those wind gusts. A wind advisory in effect here overnight until 9 a.m. tomorrow morning for the entire area. Secure those outdoor objects. It's been windy all day, though, so you already know winds will start to back off late Saturday into Sunday. So if you don't have the decor out yet, the decorations up, and you want to do it this weekend, Sunday looking like the better day, you'll just have to go up against those winds tomorrow. Futurecast showing these winds into tomorrow morning, still gusty, close to 40 miles per hour as we wake up, and then beginning to back off, but still a breezy to windy day. By Sunday, we'll see those winds sustained at about 10 to 15. Which will be a little bit better, but wind chills will be a huge factor with our temperatures crashing down. This is what it's going to feel like tomorrow morning in the single digits. So it's going to feel about 40 degrees colder than where we sit right now. Into the afternoon, we barely recover with those wind chills holding steady in the teens to near 20 degrees all day long. Satellite and radar showing a few spotty showers trying to get going here. Parts of Wisconsin back towards northwest Illinois. We do have the snow showers across the upper Midwest. Snow stays to the north of us, but we do have this front that's going to continue to work its way in. So a few spotty showers here, isolated in nature, passing through later tonight. By 1-2 a.m., that rain is off to the east of us, and then we usher and bring in that cooler air that we're certainly going to feel. A lot of layers needed into the day tomorrow. Winds will be sustained out of the north and west. Again, pretty gusty in terms of those wind speeds. Gusts still up to about 30 to 35 miles per hour. By Sunday, we'll look at those temperatures into about the mid to upper 30s, so closer to near average, and those wind speeds backing off. For tonight, it's all about the chill. We drop from 50 degrees into the teens and the 20s, a few spotty showers early. Tomorrow, highs 20s and 30s, near freezing, but will certainly feel well below freezing. By Sunday, 40 degrees, looking a little bit better, and temperatures next week near average, but some raindrops and some clouds definitely in the mix. Stay tuned, we'll be right back.
Thank you for putting up with us.
Yes.
We have fun with you.
It's
Thank
Feel
you
Good
for
Friday.
putting up with me. It is.
Yeah, you're a really good singer.
We're back at 10 on ABC 7.
Yeah. Have a great, blessed, wonderful holiday weekend. Whatever you're doing, stay safe and warm. We'll see you at 10 over on ABC 7. Good night.